Well, good morning, everybody. It's a little bit wet day here in Maine. We're getting a little bit of sprinkle of rain, and I think it's going to quit probably in the next 30 minutes. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm not going to worry about rain pack covers and all that stuff because I think it's going to be short-lived. And we got a good cover here from the trees too, so not a big deal. I think it comes back later in the afternoon, but hopefully by that time I'm already at my destination. So it's going to be a good day. So the plan today is we just got on trail at I think about mile 1964, Appalachian Trail mile 1964. And we're going to be hiking to Appalachian Trail mile 1978. So it's over 13 miles, not quite 14 mile. And I've got another hostel that's going to pick me up at 3 p.m. So I need to be focused on the 3 p.m. today, but I think the trail is going to be real nice compared to what I've been doing. If you can see an image of it, I might take a picture, but it's just like a bow, you know, where you go up very gradually and come down very gradually over the course of 13 point some miles. So there's no real sharp incline, there's no peaks today, which also means there's probably no views, but honestly we've been climbing a lot of peaks and there's no views to begin with, so not too worried about that. It is what it is. We're going to make the miles today and see what we see, and focused on two things: completion of the day's task and stay safe, you know, because we're getting rained on, all the rocks are getting wet, and the last thing I need at this stage in the journey is to slip and, you know, have an accident. So I'll go a little bit slower just for the sake of being safe. So hope everybody is having an awesome day, and we'll look forward to sharing any cool stuff as we see it, and keeping you up to date on what I'm seeing as we head further down the trail. Have a great day. You've come to the edge of what is called Long Pond. I assure you that most of us would consider this a lake. It's huge. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but right there is a house with a red roof right on the edge of the pond. Talk about remote. I don't know where you go get groceries if you live there. Pretty cool, kind of eerie with the fog just kind of resting out there. Okay, back to moving. I guess I underestimated the climbing on this here hike today. There is still some sharp uphills with a fair amount of boulder crawling. We'll get there though. They're way shorter climbs than what I was experiencing yesterday, so it's still good. We reached the power line. We used to have views on power lines. Y'all remember that? Not so many views anymore. Look, we do have a cairn, just in case we're losing our way. We're doing pretty well, guys. I stopped about 15 minutes ago and checked the app in terms of mileage and time and all that sort of stuff. We got 8 miles to go, and I'm moving at I'd say Virginia pace, maybe southern Pennsylvania pace. Certainly not the pace I've experienced at all in New Hampshire or southern Maine. So we're tearing it up pretty good, and I feel very comfortable with 8 miles to go. We can do that in 4 hours without trying too hard, even with a few uphills like this one. So that'll put me into the pickup for Rangely about an hour early. So I might even have time to stop here in a little bit and have a little bit of lunch that I packed. So that'll be my plan. No need to get there and just sit there for an hour. So, making good progress. Hope y'all having a wonderful morning. And we'll see as we advance ourselves further down this trail. I think it's safe to say that is a moose track. That's a big one. I mean, compare it to my foot. Yeah, that's no deer. That's a moose. I wish I could see him live. You know, just let him run across the trail. You know, thrash up on some trees or something. That'd be pretty cool. Oh well. All right, everybody. We actually got a view right here at the end of the day. Got some dark skies glooming. I think I mentioned on the opening video that they were calling for rain in the afternoon. I said, but I should be in the car picked up by the time it starts. I hope it's true. So we'll see. It really doesn't look like it's imminent. It sure is pretty. It's been a good day. The temperature is probably low 70s, I'd say, with a nice breeze ongoing. If it wasn't just for some nagging bugs, then this would be just perfect. And I can tell you also, if I ever wanted to hunt moose in Maine, it would have to be, I'd want to get a tag for this zone, this area, because I've never seen so much fresh moose sign, whether it be poop or tracks or whatever. And you know, there's so many hikers on this trail that tracks would be stomped out pretty quickly. So these tracks have got to be fairly fresh. So I think there's a lot of moose in this area for sure. But I'm not going to be hunting moose up here, but maybe somebody will someday. It's be really cool to see one. But we're about 1 mile right now from our pickup or extraction point, and I'm gonna go ahead and press on. I'll get there probably 30 minutes early, but it's nice to be hiking a good, reasonable trail with a few challenges, but nothing terribly difficult. Making pretty good time, pretty good pace that's predictable, and arriving early without any stress. So it's been a good day. All right, so let's get on down here to our pickup point, and we'll catch up in a little bit. All right, everybody. So we have made it to Camp 43. Check this skull out. Moose skull. So we're at Camp 43. Sure enough, it did start raining about the time I got to the car. And it came to stay here, and it's still been sprinkling this afternoon. Took a shower, got settled in, everything is great. This is a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. They have some beds up there on top of their garage. I'm actually in the main house. Up there at the top window is my bed. And I think it's gonna be a real comfortable place. I'm only here one night and then I'm back into the woods. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. We'll have breakfast in the morning at 6 and then they start shuttling people back out to the trailhead. So tomorrow's gonna be a pretty difficult day, albeit a shorter day. It's gonna be a little over 10 miles, but it's really hard miles tomorrow. So we're getting some reprieve. We're getting some good days, some hard days, and we're just gonna have to keep working through it till we get to the section where finally a lot of the hard stuff will be behind us. So I hope everybody's had a great day, and appreciate you following along, and we'll look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning.